It all started about 52 years ago in the West Blue. Brook was once a battle convoy captain for a kingdom, but his passion for music led him to join the Rumbar pirates, a crew that was more a traveling orchestra than a band of fighters. Their love for music was everything. Along the way, they found a lost baby island whale and named him Laboon. With the song Bink Sake, they won his heart, and the giant whale became an inseparable part of the crew. But the Grand Line was far too dangerous for a baby whale. They left Laboon at Twin Capes under the care of Crocus and made a promise. "We'll sail around the world and come back. Wait for us." That vow would become Brook's only anchor in the hell that followed. In the Florian Triangle, enemy pirates attacked with poisoned weapons, and the entire crew was doomed. In their final moments, they played their instruments and sang Bink's Sake together one last time, recording it so that Brook, who they knew would resurrect, could listen to them when he returned. One by one, they collapsed. The Yomi Yomi no Mi fruit Brook had eaten earlier held a single strange power. It granted him a one-time resurrection after death. But his soul got lost in the thick fog, taking a full year to find his body. By then, only a skeleton and his iconic afro remained. Then began the real nightmare. For 50 years, Brook drifted alone through the Florian Triangle, surrounded by the skeletons of his friends. He kept himself sane by talking to himself, and even cracking jokes about being all bones. The only thing that kept him alive through this half-century of solitude was the promise made to Laboon, who by now had grown into a mountain-sized whale. In the Florian Triangle, where the mists reign supreme, 50 years of pitch-black darkness and solitude had seeped into Brook's bones as a deep, abiding sorrow. The cheerful recklessness Luffy displayed the moment he set foot on that uncanny ship kindled a glimmer even in the skeleton's empty eye sockets. Yet, at the foggy borders of Thriller Bark, Gecko Moria's colossal shadow empire stood as the greatest obstacle to this budding friendship. The shadow Brook had yearned for all those years was imprisoned with a swordsman's honor within the cold, decaying body of the legendary samurai Ryuma. The terror of never again feeling the sun's warmth reached its peak amid the relentless epic battle fought against the zombie armies. Moria's ambition, bloated by devouring 1,000 shadows, was gradually shattered in the face of the Straw Hat's unshakable will and crew spirit. At the grueling fight's end, Ryuma's defeat set the shadow free, and as it slipped back into the skeletal body where it belonged, a half-century nightmare came to a close. When the weight of the promise made to Laboon merged with the joy of a life reborn, the ship's deck was cleansed of mourning for the very first time. The missing note Luffy had been searching for from the very beginning finally became a true melody the moment Brook's fingers touched the keys. And so, the fabled musician gained not just his shadow, but his dreams, his future, and a real family to which he now truly belonged. During the crew's 2-year separation, Brook didn't just train, he became a global phenomenon. Under the name Soul King, He filled entire stadiums, his concerts broadcast worldwide. But when the time came, he left the spotlight without hesitation. His art belonged to one place only, the Thousand Sunny. And then came his true peak, Whole Cake Island. Brook was assigned the most critical stealth mission, infiltrating Big Mom's treasure room to copy the road poneglyph. He didn't just succeed, he delivered one of the greatest moments in One Piece history. Standing face to face with an emperor of the sea, he declared, "Let me show you what the Soul King really means," and shattered Mother Carmel's portrait. That single act of fearlessness broke Big Mom's momentum and turned the tide of the entire operation, cementing Brook as a legendary MVP among fans. But Brook's story didn't stop there. In Wano, he once again proved his value by infiltrating Orochi's castle under the alias Ghost Kenjiro. Hiding in ceilings, scaring guards, and running circles around the ninja squad, he gathered crucial intelligence while delivering unforgettable comic relief. And now, in the ongoing final saga, Brook has already stepped into the unknown, confronting the new enemy Gunko. Their encounter hinted at a mysterious, possibly ancient connection, suggesting that Brook's 1,000-year soul may carry far deeper secrets than anyone imagined. His story is far from over.